In order to be heard, we as brown people, the original people of this land, must be an advocate of change, a pillar of our community, comunidad, a product of evolution, advancement, progress, and perseverance. For generations we have been undereducated, underprioritized, underserved, underrepresented, underprivileged, and under attack by the financial system on all levels. We must push forward, moving in the same direction, with one common goal, to determine the destiny of our own brown body. We demand in our own stolen land, social status of equality, a right to generational wealth, and let's not forget reparations plus 174 years of interest, long overdue, signed, died, and dated in the Treaty de Guadalupe. Remember, we all have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit to happiness. And the pursuit to happiness. Don't you let no one tell you it ain't what it is. I want to welcome everybody, all my people, to the Chicano power of the dollar. I want to welcome you to the Chicano power of the dollar. If you ain't tripped on the show, it's fairly new. And I want to thank everybody who's been participating in watching it, even though it's been really slow and whatnot, right? But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to keep on hitting you guys with this sketch on and whatnot, in hopes that in some way, one way or another, it helps you out at some point, you feel me? So today I was going to talk about patents and trademarks and how important these intellectual properties are, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what you're doing, and you have an invention or you have a design and whatnot, and you got to know the difference between a provisional and a non-provisional patent. You know what I'm saying? And what you can use it, like for instance, a provisional patent basically secures you for a year. That's like during your trial stages or whatnot. You feel me? You trying to push it out on the market and see how it does, during the first or second quarter or whatnot. At the same time, you're still protected because if you decide that this product is selling, then you go ahead and get a non-provisional. And you got to understand, non-provisional and provisional. Non-provisional is going to protect you for 18 years, making it your, that's a utility patent, you know what I'm saying? And then I think the design patent, I think is 15 years. And sometimes if you have a certain design that works a certain way, you may need to, utilize both of those patents, a design and a utility patent. You feel me? And like I said, you can't get a provisional patent for a design patent. You know what I'm saying? That's only for a utility patent. And at the same time, if let's just say if you're doing a non-provisional on something you did, an invention or something that has to be used a certain way, worked a certain way, you want to get that as a utility patent. But if if it also looks a certain way, you want to get a design patent. You know what I'm saying? And if you're doing a coding or some type of article, when it comes to codes and whatnot, and it stands out from the rest, then you would want to get a design patent. But on top of a design patent, you would also want to get that extra security and get yourself a dress patent. You feel me? It's gonna double protect you. And then, like I said, you can't use a provisional. So you can't, for a design or the dress, you can't use the 1 year patent, basically, like the patent pending type of thing. That's only for utility. You feel me? So that way, in case you didn't catch it the first time. And then the trademark money. You want to trademark your logo. You want to trademark the name of your brand. You feel me? And anything that got to do with your brand, you have a slogan. You can trademark that shit, my boy. You feel me? I got the lawyers. I got these IP lawyers that are down to earth. They're going to take care of you right. Ain't gonna overcharge you. And I'm gonna tell you a story after I break down the rest of this, intellectual property shit when it comes to patents, non-provisionals, provisionals, utilities, dress, design. They even got a plant patent, money, a plant patent. You know what I'm saying? So if you're making your own, cannabis money, you know what I'm saying, and it's your formula, you can protect all that. You don't have to even tell all your strains, homie. That could be a trade secret. At the same time, when you get this plant patent, you know what I'm saying, that it's for distinct and for new varieties of plants. It's gonna protect that. And I think a new marijuana plant that no one don't know exactly what you mix. You don't want everybody to know exactly what you mix. You feel me? That's like trade secret money. You feel me? And you come out with these things, you have all these plant patents that you own these certain strains, basically, my boy. You feel me? So you can get a plant patent too, my boy. And I got the attorneys that can do that for you, my boy, like I said. Now these attorneys ain't raza, but they treat us like raza money. For real life shit. Understand, I've been doing this for a minute. And I've been treated a certain way. I've been, you know, almost not robbed at gunpoint, but practically. I've never been robbed at gunpoint for the simple fact that, you know, I put myself in that situation and I'm always, you know, I'm ready too. You feel me? So I'm not worried about that type of shit. But these people did it in a whole different way. Like I said, I'm going to tell you at the end. A utility patent protects the way an article works or is used, whereas a design patent protects the way an article looks. So, you know, that way you understand the difference. And then, like I said, if it's some kind of article of clothing, you want to get a dress patent to add to that. You know what I'm saying? To be, you know what I'm saying? And you always want to trademark all your shit, my boy. And then also, whenever you're doing all these things, you know, remember you need the domain names. When you got to GoDaddy and get these domain names for all your shit so that someone else don't have it and you got to pay more money for the shit when you could pay $10. You feel me? And even if someone took your thing, you can add something in the front, the back, a number, and then get that shit for hella cheap money. You feel me? You know, just so you can get your, because that .com is king. You feel me? So you want to get that. Now, patent, sometimes you want, if it's not necessarily needed as far as a trademark goes to get it in another country where your product is being manufactured, duplicated for sale in the United States, you would want to get a patent, an international patent for that country. You know, India, China, Mexico, Canada, wherever you're doing your product at, you want to get protected with that too, you feel me? To be safe about it. You feel me? So you want to have that international patent so that no one can jack your product in that country and sell it. And if you're going to sell in that country, then you would want to snatch up a trademark for those countries too, because you're going to be selling in that country. So you want a trademark there. You want to do everything you did here. You feel me? It's going to be duplicated in these other places where you're going to be selling. If it's not domestically here in the United States, you feel me? And you want to sell elsewhere. That's what you want to do. So you protect yourself all the way around. A provisional patent, just keep in mind, that's for 1 year. That's for 1 year. That's for 1 year where you can actually put on your product patent pending. Up to a year you can do this. You feel me? Then you can reapply again or get an extension. You feel me? And you pay a little bit more money, but you be able to do this and keep that patent pending until you know your product is all the way done and ready to get pushed out to the market, or has already done trial runs in the market. This gives you time to make an assessment on if the product is something that you want to pursue and push out there, you know, on a bigger scale. You know what I'm saying? So now you're able to go get your non-provisional and then get protected like that for the 18 years. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I told you on the Chicano Power of the Dollar, part 1 money, where you want to make sure your credit's all up to par when you start doing all these things. And you're going to invest your money first, you know, not on gold chains. You want to invest your money in protecting yourself. You feel me? When it comes to these intellectual property lawyers, you want to give them as much ammunition as possible. So you want to make sure that all your businesses are patented and trademarked. You feel me? And it ain't, even poor man's patents probably count, but don't. But if that person's trying to copy you, and you got proof that you were using this a year before this person did, and you guys have some kind of link, then it's obviously this person jacked it, unless he can show something otherwise, way longer before yours or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Even a week, you know what I mean, which is not possible. So the whole point, like I'm saying, money is you want to secure yourself when it comes to your intellectual property. That's with everything, money. You feel me? And I'm gonna hit you guys with this story, money, because I'm gonna show you right here. These are my trademarks. Some of my trademarks right here that I got. You feel me? For some of my businesses, and this is the patent. One of my patents. I got 2 other patents pending, and I actually got 3 other patents pending right now. But this is the actual patent that was already granted to me. This is what it looks like and shit. You feel me? And then, like I said, these are some of my trademarks right here, and this is what I invest my money in. Like I said, you know, if I'm not a baller, money. You feel me? And you know, I don't make money off music or none of that shit. So, you know, like I'm saying, any money I do get, I've been investing in myself, and I've been making sure that as far as paper goes, money, I want to make sure that, you know, I dot all my I's, cross all my T's, and, you know, I have the paperwork that I need to protect myself when it comes to my intellectual property, so that, you know, at the end of the day, I have full ownership of everything I got. You feel me? And all my businesses have been bootstrapped money, meaning that, you know what I'm saying, it's all come out of my own pocket. You feel me? And everything I've done, you feel me? And don't get me wrong, I got, you know, a shout out to the homeboy, Israel Money, who, you know, he been looking out and shit, you feel me? Shout out to the homie, 4-footer Money, been looking out, you feel me? Don't get me wrong, there's a couple of heads money that been in the mix, basically, you feel me? Not a lot, you feel me? Way less than that, you know, half a handful, but it's better than none, you feel me? And this is how you have to just keep on pursuing the game. As long as you keep on chasing what you have to chase, money, it's just gonna come to life, money. And don't stop. If something fucking breaks down, money, if you can't fix it right there and then, jump on something else and make that work to where it's gonna entwine with the other one that you was doing, so that at the end of the day, you're building a fucking full circle, money, of all your shit in it. You feel me? And just, you know, think outside the box sometimes, my boy. You know what I mean? So let me hit you guys with these stories, like I said, about this patent. So this patent I did, this patent, it's been 2 or 3 years that I've been pursuing this patent to get done. Before I wanted to come out with my product, I want to make sure it's fully protected and whatnot, right? Even though it was still a patent pending and someone would have copied it, I just wanted to make sure it was 100%. But it took like 3 years practically for these people. So when they give it to me, they tell me that it wasn't granted. When I look over the paperwork, I'm like, it wasn't granted. Why wasn't it granted? So I look over and it says because of the creases, you know, 1890 something, 1917 and 1942 or some shit, right? There's other patents that were similar to, you know, the crease of my pants, right? So when I look at it, I said, well, this is not even mentioning any of the patterns on my pants. So I call them up. I say, hey, can I talk to woo woo woo? They put her on the phone. I said, hey, what happened? I said, I got denied. She said, oh yeah, you got denied. I said, how did I get denied? Yeah, I don't know. I said, what do you mean you don't know? It says right here that you only patent the crease on the pants. So, well, that gave you a broader protection. I said, how would it give me a broader protection? If someone did those pants with all my bandana print, but left out the crease, would I be protected? She said, no. I said, then how was that protecting me? I don't understand what you did. Now you got me paying $1,800 more dollars? You know what I'm saying? You guys got to correct this. I'm not going to keep on paying more and more money. You know what I'm saying? They were doing like the mechanic thing where something kept on breaking and stuff. It's like they did it purposely. Why would you send out something that everybody knows that? And if you're a patent attorney, you're supposed to go in there and look at all these ones that are there and say, we can't do the crease, but we can do this. I'm just saying that's what you're paying these people for, especially if they're charged way overcharging you. You know what I mean? So it was the incompetence that I didn't understand of how these attorneys go to law school for so long, and just the common sense alone told me, but I didn't understand what they were doing. Like, I know that the crease, come on, there's all kinds of khakis, kids' clothes, everything that has creases in them. You know what I'm saying? The crease was one piece, but it was everything as a whole. Those pants were one piece as a whole, everything, the way they're supposed to be, the whole pair of pants, not just one or two things. They only did the line, that's it. So now they got me paying this extra money. She sends it out. As soon as the examiner sees it, he grants it. Bam, my first patent is granted to me. You feel me? And like I said, I had to go through the extra nonsense. I paid a lot of money for that. I shouldn't have paid no more than $5. I ended up paying these people almost $8, $9. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the little games that kept on playing back and forth, phone calls, 500, 500, 500, 500, everything. You know what I mean? Then I asked them if I can get a unilateral agreement, which is like, it's basically a non-disclosure agreement. And they charged me $500 for basically 3 pieces of paper or 4 pieces of paper that basically this paper right here, they already had copies, basically. You feel me? In the office right there. They could just, I'm a customer. You know what I'm saying? They could have charged me $50, $100. They charged me $500. I'm going to post an email where they're charging me $500 for this unilateral agreement. The attorney I fuck with right now would fight for $50, $100, no fucking problem. You feel me? It just didn't make sense to me that for some of you, all you had to do was you were sending a copy to me that you already had right there. Now you had to take time to write it up or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how much they were hitting me with money. And it's like they drain you for money where, like I said, I went to this other patent company when this happened before I decided to call Carlos Figueroa from the Greater San Jose Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I went to see this other attorney, which was a white dude, by the airport, over down by the airport, right? And I go in his office, and it's, you know, it's some Asian broads and whatever. They tell me to sit in the little room right there, right? And I'm looking for a new patent attorney, trademark attorney, and I sit down and I'm waiting. And my appointment's at 2 o'clock. I'm there at 1:45. 15 minutes go by. This guy don't come. 10 more minutes go by. He finally walks in. It's 2:10. When he walks in, he sees me in there. He walks another. You know, he came in laughing. He was talking to them, was laughing and everything. And as soon as he seen me in there, he got quiet. Then he talked to her real fast. He came in, gave me like a half-ass handshake in his office, started talking on the phone. Our appointment's at 2 o'clock. It's 2:30. It's 2:35. It's 2:40. I could hear him in his office talking to like a friend. They weren't even talking business. They were just talking loud and he was laughing while I'm here waiting for my appointment. I thought that was very unprofessional, but I know I'm Mexican, the way I look, right away. People on that fuck, no. They ain't fucking with me. I mean, he didn't want my business, my money. It's not that they just don't want us to have a patent, really. They don't want you to have a trademark. They don't want you to have none of these things. And they could go somewhere else. I ain't doing it for you. There's still a lot of racist people in these businesses. And that's what I'm saying with everything, money. Like, we got to start sending Chicanos, Latinos, Mexicanos to schools for patents and trademarks that we can slap out there money and give them business and give our business all to them. You feel me? And that's what it really all boils down to, money. I was just saying, like I said, I got a hold of Carlos Figueroa. He gave me Lee Otto's information where I didn't even realize the number was the same till I dialed in my phone and pushed it, and it said Intellectual Property Law Group. And I called and said, Lee Otto. I thought I was calling the wrong place. Oh, he's not in right now. So I make an appointment with this guy because he's usually not in. So 3 weeks later, I have to make this appointment. At the time, I had to leave and go to fucking Phoenix, and then I had to drive all the way back to San Jose to go see this guy just for that one little meeting that I had with him. When I go, he's not even there. 3 weeks later, he's not even there. And I went through the greater San Jose Hispanic Chamber of Commerce thinking that the dude's going to respect the game and whatnot and come and holler at me because a lot of these people are racist, or right away they look at your record or they think something or whatever it is that they show bias against you, money. These people he knew who I was. Either he'd seen me in the office before or whatever. I lived in Sunnyvale for a little bit, all that kind of shit, whatever it was. But I definitely felt like these people were playing me. I felt like these people didn't want my business and fuck my business. And if they are going to my business, they're going to charge me way over where I'm not going to have enough money to finish what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they were. That's what they were doing. And that really that was a fucked up situation. And like I said, I make this appointment because Carlos, he referred them to me. Told me to go fuck with this guy. So when I found out it was the Intellectual Property Law Group, and like I said, the shit that the way they went about the whole thing, the two didn't show up. Nothing. The same lady shows up that I'm basically complaining about because they want me to pay. I think it was $1,800 plus another $300 more. Plus $300 more for something that had to do with nothing, you know what I'm saying, for a phone call that was 30 minutes. And they just kept on doing that to me where I ended up paying like $9,000, like I said, for this patent. I paid for 2 trademarks and lost both of my trademarks with this office. You feel me? After paying $1,500, $1,800, they wanted me to pay another $1,900. Now I'm paying $4,000 for trademarks. You know what I mean? So it was just, I had to stop fucking with these people, especially like I said, when it came to my patent and the way that office went about everything, money, the way this dude ignored me, the money I already spent there, and you can't even show up to an appointment with me, because of maybe who you thought I was before or whatever it is. This person just didn't respect certain people, money, and when you're doing business, you gotta show everybody respect, money, and of course you gotta expect the same in your place of business. And I didn't go in there with no disrespect, I want nothing but respect, but I wanted to know, whose incompetence or whose fault this really was that did all this stuff that made it more complicated, because I could have possibly had my patent granted a year or two before, which would have saved me, like I said, $2,000, $3,000. You know what I mean? And like I said, dragging it out the way it did really was all unnecessary, and really, like I said, it was the incompetence of these people that are going to these colleges and learning all these things, but not really utilizing them and taking care of clients that want to do, because I was going to do more business with them. But the more and more they ignored me when he didn't show up to that meeting, I just knew that I had to find somewhere else to do my business. And I did. You know what I'm saying? And I got a way better attorneys. The two of them, they get down, they take care of you, they know what they're doing, they make shit fast, easy, professionals. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna rob you, they ain't, well, you're gonna be able to do that and more with them. You know what I mean? I promise you that. You feel me? And like I said, I'm gonna put their link at the end of this video. And I'm gonna leave you with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post up the unilateral agreement, I'm gonna post up the patent, and then I'm gonna post up the trademarks. You know what I'm saying? So you can see that your boy, you know, like I said, I'm not rich, money. I don't get paid off my music, money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got a lot of money to be just throwing around money. But the money I do got, I've been putting into, you know, trademarks and domains and just investing in different things, especially myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all my shit's bootstrapped. You feel me? And you know, when you're doing business money and you fucking around with all these different people, make sure that you have a good ass attorney, man, that's gonna look out for your best interest, a real professional, someone that's not gonna overcharge you, someone that's not gonna tell you out of pocket, drag shit out, none of that stuff. You want someone professional, fast, accurate, concise, you know what I'm saying, on point type of shit, right? And I got the attorneys for that, like I told you before. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, anything you bringing to life, money, you wanna make sure that you protect yourself when it comes to your own intellectual property. When it comes to your intellectual property, you have to protect yourself. I'm gonna say it again, you have to protect yourself. So be 100, like I said, you can look around, homie, you can search and see what you can find as far as prices or whatnot. But like I said, my attorneys are some of the But like I said before, I'm not saying my attorneys are the best attorneys, but I have done research. I went to many, over 10 different patent offices, trademark offices, talked to these lawyers to see who I felt was the best person to work with, you know, for long term. And someone that not only I can work with, someone I can recommend to other people that I know that if I'm recommending them, it's for a reason. It's because these people are already going to take care of you and they know what the fuck they're doing, and I already tested the waters for you. You know what I mean? Type of shit. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying it's important that you take advantage of this and don't let people take advantage of you. You know what I mean? And like I said, I had to learn the hard way. Money, you know, it's almost like when you're getting dope and you're friendly somebody type of shit. It's almost one of them type of things, money, where, you know, you're going to have to learn the hard way sometimes if you don't want to take information that a motherfucker who's already going through it, been through it, is trying to give you. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, I want to thank everybody for checking out the Chicano Power of the Dollar. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you next time.